What's going on, everyone? Shy here, aka Super Shy Guy, bringing you the update for the Pokemon Battle Federation. We have just finished week 4. Now, I know this video is a little bit late, but I still wanted to give you guys an update so you can know how everyone is doing. And from this point on, because now that the battles are meaning a lot more as time goes on, I'm going to include the records in the description below so you can follow along as you watch the videos to make it more compelling and a lot more easier to follow along. Now, let's check out and see how everyone is doing in the division. First off, we'll take a look at the Kanto division. So we see here, in first place is the Denver Dittos with a 3-1 record and a 3-1 division record. And then right after that, we have the New England Pat Rats with the same record. Now, you ask yourself, why are the Dittos in first and the Pat Rats are not? Why are the Pat Rats in second? Well, it's because of the next column of differentials. Now, on their wins, the Denver Dittos have had at least 8 Pokemon left when they won those battles, even when they lost, including the losses, ladies and gentlemen. They still have 8 Pokemon. Now, the Pat Rats, even though they're 3-1, their ratio when they win isn't as high, which is why they have a -7 differential, which is insane. So the Pat Rats have used 1 Uber ticket and Denver Dittos have yet to use one. Now we go on to the New England Pat Rats and the Tampa Bay Tyrannotars, which is pretty much the same deal. The Alaskan Delibirds are 2-2 record and division record, and so are the Tampa Bay Tyrannotars, but because the Alaskan Delibirds are +4 and the Tampa Bay Tyrannotars are -11, which is why they are down 1 slot. And all this is very important because remember, ladies and gentlemen, the top three competitors on each division will make it to the playoffs. So differentials are really important, as you can see when they are as the tiebreaker. They're very important. And on the bottom, we have the Kansas City Crooks. My buddy, my friend LA, has unfortunately seen some down times to start the season off. And so have the Hollis Haluchas. Both 1-3. Kansas City Crook are -7, while the Hollis Haluchas are -8. Now, for those who don't know, negative numbers, a lower negative number is higher than a bigger negative number, which is why the Kansas City Crooks are -7 and the Hollis Haluchas are -8. Now, and while the Hollis Haluchas are below the Kansas City Crooks with the -8. So another thing that's pretty interesting is the Hollis Haluchas, man, they gotta bounce back because they've already used 3 of their Uber tickets. 3, half of them are done, and they have a losing record at the bottom of the list. They have to shake things up, change up their game plan if they want to make a playoff run. There are still plenty of games left. Anything can change. This whole chart can turn upside down. Who knows? So that's our look at the Kanto division with these teams. And also in the description of the video, I'll let you know who's in which division as well. So let's take a break from Kanto and let's take a look at the Johto League. And we see here the Green Bay Greninjas, coached by yours truly, are still undefeated at 4-0 and in their division as well. Well, if you're undefeated in the record, you're undefeated in the division. But we also have 4 wins, 0 losses, with a +9 differential, and I have not used 1 Uber ticket yet. So good start for me, and also good start for the San Diego Snorlax, sitting at 3-1 in their record and division record. They are also sitting at a +9 and have used 1 Uber ticket. So very close race between us. We're at the top of the food chain right now, but it's going to be pretty exciting, especially when we have our rematch later on in the season and probably again in the playoffs. Next up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunderesses and the Seattle Scrappies, both at 2-2 in their regular records and division records. Now we see here again, the difference in placement is on differentials. The Oklahoma City Thunders are sitting at +1, while Seattle Scrappies are -4. Now once again, negative numbers, higher the negative number, the lower you are. This is why a 4 is lower than a 1. And neither team has used an Uber ticket yet. So still got a lot, like I said earlier, still got a lot of season to play left. Now we have the Toronto Torchic sitting at 1-3 in their record and division record with a -8 differential. They still have a long way to go. to build back up. But we also have the Arizona Agrons, unfortunately, sitting at the bottom with 0-4. And their record and division record with a -10 differential. And they have used 1 Uber ticket already. Now, once again, very important that you guys understand that it's still very early. I mean, any of these teams can get on a losing streak. Any of these teams can get on a winning streak. This is where things starting to pick up, because now they know where they stand. Now they understand what they're dealing with and what they need to do to come back and hopefully make the playoffs. So that's it to see how the standings are. Let's take a look at something a little more fun as well. We're taking a look at the MVP race. Now, as you can see here, it's broken down by Pokemon team. Of course, you can see who it is and what team they're on, the kills, the deaths, and differentials. So far, Denver Dittos, reason why they're sitting up top in their division is because of that Mega Metagross, who has 11 kills and only 1 death. And I believe that 1 death was in that loss, with a differential of +10. Followed by Manaphy of the Thunderouses with 8 kills, 3 deaths, +5. I mean, you guys can read that, but it's pretty interesting to see who exactly is leading as far as the MVP race goes. It's interesting to know that the only one in the top, well, let's see. So we have Mega Metagross, who we know is #1 in the Kanto division. Thunderouses, which are, I believe, #3 or 4. We can take a look again. And then Patrats are #2, sitting at 3rd with Bronzong. No one ever would have guessed that Bronzong would be such a contender. Like, that to me is insane. Now, I know I spelled Bronzong incorrectly, but it's okay. I'll fix that at another time when we do the update after week 6. Nidoking is sitting up there. Slowbro, Mega Steelix, Palkia, Spiritomb, Blaziken, Mega Lopunny, Snorlax, and Primal Groudon. So we see a couple of Ubers on here. Palkia's an Uber, Blaziken's an Uber, Primal Groudon's an Uber. So it shows that Ubers really do have power. Oh man, so ladies and gentlemen, this is where the league is sitting at as of right now. Now, we're still early, we're still in the first quarter, just the first quarter of the season. Anything can change, that's what makes it so exciting. Anything can change as people acclimate to their teams a lot easier. They get more used to everyone's playstyle after seeing the videos on YouTube. And I'm excited to see what happens. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this streak up, but I'm excited to give it a shot for you guys and for everyone else watching at home. So thank you guys so much for coming out and checking out this video. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike, whatever. Just let me know what you think, and let me know who you think is going to come back, or who you think is going to keep on trucking on through with the wins. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'll check you later.